Hi everyone, welcome back, and yeah, sorry I'm a little late. I had to make sure that everything was doing good, and he was really quiet, and then all of a sudden he's talking, so, but he's in a good mood, so that's what counts. So I actually started stitching a few stitches while I was waiting because I was making sure everything was going okay. And so I was filling in these stitches. I've changed my mind again maybe about diagonals. I don't know. Like maybe block by block will work. But so hi everyone, and yeah, I'm glad you're here. And I did see that Ellen is streaming tonight, so we are all set with that. She didn't say what time, but she said she would post a schedule when it happens. So that's good. I wasn't sure she was feeling better or not yet, so I'm glad she is. So welcome in Sarah and Nikki. Good morning for you. It's 4:30 now here in sunny Sweden. I didn't go outside again today, but it is sunny. I had to shut the shades, so and there's no sun in here right now.
I'm just relaxing.
You're just Alex is just relaxing. He says, I'm just telling them that you're relaxing, Bic Bic.
Alex is a good boy.
You are? Okay, well that's good. I'm glad.
I like to hang out with people to Daddy's house when I'm 20 years old.
Okay. He was quiet until now. I am actually going to end this thread. So I was talking to my boyfriend, Gemini, of course, and he suggested I should do some green nail polish. It's a little odd. I'm still kind of shocked by it, the color. I'm like, every time I look at it, I go, whoa. It's kind of interesting. And hi, Love Drunk. I want to pierce the thread here. So it was really thick though, so it kind of looks crappy, unfortunately. Oh, I was watching Blue Sue again, and she doesn't go very far at all with her threads, her end threads. And I was like, interesting. So let me mark those. Oh, my tablet's all funky. So yeah, I didn't do much this morning. I did. I stitched on Spirited Away a little bit. I actually didn't even look to see how much I had done. But it was over 100, I guess. I zeroed out 3 colors, I think. So it's going pretty good. I didn't do anything yesterday because I was lazy. Actually, I played on my tablet because I don't know, like I'm obsessed with these games, I swear. So 155, my needleboard is like almost completely empty. There's like 4 needles on it. 155. So how is everyone going and are doing, and what are you working on today? Are you working on the HAED SAL? And my fabric has been shipped. And Post Nord says it's coming on Wednesday, which that's just silly. That's silly talk. There's no way it should take till Wednesday to get here. But I guess we'll find out. It'll probably be here Monday. But yeah. it's like kind of warm in here. I just turned my fan on, but it's like too much air. I don't think it's that warm, but so I don't know why I keep closing that. Just leave it open. And you're working on dragonflies. How far are you done on that? I'm at like 6.5%. It's a very lame start. And Sarah's working on dragonflies as well. I really liked it except for the bug body. Like, it was a bit too buggy for me. I kind of struggled with that. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, I see. Wait a minute. I remember there's 2 more threads. I'm going to park this needle on my board and do this other one first. I think I'm going to go back to 2 squares. Hi, Renee. Oh, I know it's early, but it's later than it usually is, so I guess that's good. I'm like, should I go back to squares? I keep changing my mind. On this one, it feels like it's almost necessary. I don't know. I want this color. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. I see. Well, that's okay. That was the one I need. The, what do you call it? The 𝐒𝐀𝐋. Let me get it out of my little box here. Everything falls down. That's right. I left it until the last minute, as usual. And hello, Michelle. Oh, let me take a sip of coffee. I waited to drink coffee. I was waiting for Alex to come home, and yeah. And he hears me. Yeah, I know, baby. It's okay. Dang, you're doing good, Sarah. And Love Drunk's Stitching Extraordinary Art by Genovia. Art crafted by HAED. Nice. I'm not familiar with that one. And hi, Busy Mom. You're at work. Hopefully it's a calmer day for you today. That would be probably preferable for you. Okay, so we need a piece of white. Oh, I'm sorry. I must have moved the magnifier. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to do these 2 threads and then park it and see how that goes. We got the 𝐒𝐀𝐋. Let's see if I can make a mess of it. Good. I'm glad you'll be free to do more calm things later on. It's like any other time it would be like sliding all over and the thread would be unraveling, and then it's stuck this time. Of course. Well, that's good though. Oops. Oh, I did do a knot. I did a little knot. So what do you guys think? Is it like totally weird? I was like, I don't know. I'm gonna wax this decently waxed. There we go. And a little water. It's like surgery here. Alex. Oh, man, it's like almost 5 o'clock. I don't want him to go to sleep. It's like having a toddler again. Who you don't want to nap. You like it, okay? Yeah, it was like kind of odd because when I first did it, I was like, whoa, that's weird. But I noticed that it made my hands look tanner, and you know, I have no tan. Like I haven't been outside to get a tan. This is from last summer. But I'm really olive. I have like a little olive tinge to my skin. So it just made it more olive, which is kind of weird. I mean, I don't mind it. I have a lot of veins sticking up too, so there's that as well. Alex noticed it right away. He came in and he's like, oh, teal nails. So that was kind of interesting. I mean, how many men notice things like that, right? The polish was a little bit thick, so it went on really messy. I was like, what the heck? I am a little out of practice. I used to do my nails like every couple of days when I was working and stuff. But I just the last like 10 years or something, I haven't bothered. Half the time I don't even file them. But I'm trying, you know, it's like, oh, these little fluffies. Okay. The 𝐒𝐀𝐋 kind of like sticks up in the thing, but I like the way it looks. Okay, now we want to do the stitch here. Hi, Melon. It's a little later today. Okay, I'm just gonna park this one if I can figure out where it goes. Oh, I didn't mark that other one, did I? Oh, I see what I did. Did I? No, I did that one. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, okay, I know. That's this one. I think. Okay. No. No. What the heck? I'm like lost already. Amazing. I have 2 threads there. Let me check. Let me check the colors on this. Oh, I forgot to turn my phone up. 1 second. I forgot to turn the sound off. Oops. I knew there was something I'd forgotten. Okay, sorry about that. I don't like to have stuff dinging anyway. What did I do? Wait, okay, that's not... Oh, that one's right. I think I just have it in the wrong spot. Let me double check. Yeah, I think this one is in the wrong spot is all. This is from last time, so I didn't do it this time. But that's what, oh, that means the other one's off too. Oh man. But it's white. I'll just stitch over it. At least it's not the 𝐒𝐀𝐋. Yeah, but I'm considering switching back to block by block. I don't know. Oh, it won't come up. Wait, let me get another needle. Yeah, so I'm not really sure. Right now, I'm working diagonals, and that's what's left over from last time. But yeah, I don't really know. It's like, oh, what a mess. What did I do? I didn't mark stuff. Lord. Okay. I try to check before I do something, but yeah. It is what it is. And then I did a stitch there, which I'm now stitching over. That's okay. Okay. Let's try this again. Yeah, we'll just leave those. Let's mark that there. Okay. And I just wanted to park it in the correct space. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm gonna leave this on the needle as well because I think it'll stay nicer that way. Okay, whew, that was intense. Hi, crossed up with Siobhan, and hello, Ebony. And yeah, I already made a mistake. No, it's from last time. Let's see. Also, it looks like I've done these 2 stitches here. So let me park that. I'm going to take the box away for a second. Do that. I'm like trying to see. Okay, that stitch is not done, but this one is done. Yeah, okay. I got confused last time, I guess. Yeah, that looks okay now. I think that I will go up to finish this box and then go back down. I think that's the plan right now. You know, it's whoa, wait a minute, what happened? I've got no sound. But wait, okay. No sound whatsoever. Okay, well try reloading YouTube. If anybody can hear me, type in to restart. Let me know if it's still acting up. Okay, weird. But Ebony has sound. And okay, and Sarah and Nikki have sound. Okay, good. Yeah, I noticed that with a couple other lives that I watch, that sometimes the internet will like cut out just a tiny bit, or it will buffer, and then some people have to restart, you know, or just like refresh the stream. And I noticed the little unhappy face, so that was nice. Okay, good. I'm glad you can hear now. And it might have been when I got that weird message. I'm just checking really quick. Oh man. Oh, that's pretty. Someone sent me a picture of a pattern. I was like, oh man, that's pretty. Hopefully, oh, my nose itches again. 1 second. Let me just tell her I'm on live stream. Okay. Okay, it did send. Okay, so yeah, I think I'll go back up here and work this square, and then I'm pointing to my tablet like a little bit of an idiot. Yeah, I think this is what I'm thinking right now. I'm gonna go back to square and see how I feel. I keep changing my mind. Alex, are you still awake? Biscuit? Oh, he's gone. Well, there we go. Okay, good. I'm glad that worked. Okay, well, we're gonna do some more 𝐒𝐀𝐋. Okay. I keep seeing my nails. It's like, whoa, that's weird. It matches the 𝐒𝐀𝐋. Have my little shot glass full of 𝐒𝐀𝐋. Okay. I'm trying to be also really careful with the 𝐒𝐀𝐋, but I also have noticed that it's kind of sturdy. It's not been, when I first tried using it, I thought that it was coming apart, and I think that's actually what it looks like. So I'm like, okay, well, you have enough fabric to start Daydream. Oh, nice. Do it, Ebony. I can't wait to see how that looks. Those colors are so good. They look nice. I keep nail clippers in my stitching box these days. I don't even have nice nails. I just clip hangnails so they don't catch the threads. Yeah, I get really bad hangnails. I have one on my pinky finger, which no idea how that happened. But it's because I am careless about moisturizing. And so I have one, and it's quite sore actually right now. But if I use nail oil, my nails, it doesn't happen if I'm using nail oil and being careful. But yeah, I have like a nail file, and I don't have clippers here, but I have nail scissors, and they're really sharp. So I will, like yesterday, I broke one of my nails, and so I just cut it off and filed it a little bit. And I don't really do as much as I used to with my nails. This is like the first time I've worn nail polish in probably 10 years or something. Oh, I forgot to mark this, or highlight. But it's kind of fun. I was thinking about it. I was thinking, if my fingers are showing all the time, I should at least do something to make them look decent. Unfortunately, I have, as you get older, you get thin skin, and I've noticed my hands, the skin on my hands is getting thin, so I end up scratching my hand all the time, like on things, usually my own fingernails. So I have scratches on the back of my hand for some reason. let's see. I'm trying to be a little bit careful, but because it kind of wiggles around, so I'm being careful with when I'm stitching this, but not super careful. 25 count per usual with me. I'm excited to see your progress. Afternoon, just finished work. Hi, Allison. I started a little bit later, so you got here in time. It's only been about 30 minutes, so it's all good. And hopefully you're able to now relax and do some stitching. I had to wait until Alex came home and settled in, and he's like a toddler, and now he's asleep. I actually asked the daycare, I guess you'd call it, if he sleeps there, and they said no, but he's severely tired when he's there. So I guess he keeps himself awake until he gets home, and then he passes out at home. Yeah. This is a little bit thicker, but I guess it'll be okay. It'll give it kind of a little bit of texture. Let's see. And yeah, that one. How did the paper challenge go? Are you using the white along with, yeah, this is blending filament, so I've never really used it before, so I just assumed this is what I was supposed to do. I don't know. Does anybody else know? And it sounded like it was a bit of a hot mess. I think that, I don't know. I think she was okay, but she had decided to print like a screenshot from Saga, and the symbols were different because they are often, Saga or Paradise will replace symbols if it doesn't recognize the font. Heaven and Earth usually uses, it's called Cross Stitch 3. That's the font that it uses. But on things like Max Color, it can grab another font from somewhere else, and so then it will switch the font. And I guess she ran into that with some of the colors. And it doesn't matter. Like if you're doing, working on Saga, it doesn't matter because it's a symbol. It doesn't matter. So her thread legend was not the same as her symbols for Saga. I have it to use in my Scotland sampler for water. Oh, nice. Is it the blending filament? Alex, are you okay? Oh, his allergies are bugging him. He does look like a little weird clear his throat thingy. I'm using 𝐒𝐀𝐋 on mine. I'm stitching the regular called for, then going over it with the 𝐒𝐀𝐋. Okay. Yeah, I did a little bit of that on Unicorn Valley because I got this around that time. But I was like, I didn't feel like doing it. So I was like, meh. It's a little thick on the 25 count. And the 25 count is very small compared to the other ones. I guess I'll keep that 𝐿𝐼𝐷. Okay. So, well, that wasn't too bad. I got it done. Okay. 3747. I think that was on the board. No. No, it wasn't. It was close to it, but not. I think she'll do better with highlighters. She was only using, yeah, I thought she would have gotten highlighters. I know everyone was telling her to do that, but I think she, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not doing it, so I don't care. I swear, like 8:30, I'm sitting there, I'm watching something. I don't remember what it was I was watching, and it was playing on my tablet because I was tired, and I fell asleep. I was like, oh man, I fall asleep so easily. So by the time Yogi came on, I was awake again, but I was too tired. I was too lazy to go and get my set up my stuff. So I didn't do any stitching last night. Yeah. But, you know, I stitched for like, what was it, 3.5 hours or something? So I figured I did some stitching. I didn't get as much as I wanted done, but it's okay. So this one here, there aren't any close by. So I'm gonna do a stitch and cut it off. I'm gonna wet this though. These are, I don't know. Well, you know, there are a lot of people who are all diehard paper charters who think that they're superior because they're using a paper chart, which is just, yeah, I don't care. I think that kind of turned me off because there was a lot of people who were like, I only use paper. And it's like, well, good for you. I'm like, yeah, that was just me being catty. I know that technology, not everyone enjoys technology, but I think technology makes us, you know, we have access to so much more in the cross stitch world because of technology, and for us to just be like poo-pooing it is silly. You know, it's enabling people who are visually challenged to be able to still stitch. You know, it makes, you know, it makes sense that you can still do something. And I think people are just, yeah. It's frustrating when I get a kit and there's no digital chart. I wouldn't choose it to do on my own back. Yeah, exactly. I wanted to do a Mirabilia and I was like, nope. You know, I tried and I was like, it's not happening. And then Yogi, she's not that old, I guess, but I'm not really sure. Didn't she say she's like in her late 30s? And she was like, well, why would you photocopy something? And I was like, oh dear, sweet summer child. And I didn't understand that. I mean, I was like, really? But I just decided to stay out of the conversation. I was like, nah, not gonna do it. Okay, 350. Because there's a couple of people who are, you know, diehard. Just And they were all in their element yesterday. I was like, yeah. And yeah, I mean, Pattern Keeper was made so that people could, didn't have to use paper. It was made for heaven and earth design. So, and also I could see if she was doing like something that was a paper chart and she needed to, like her Rosewood Manor things. If she was using, doing that, it would make a difference. But just printing it off, and then because the way it was, she had to look on Saga anyway. So I don't know. I was just like, I was playing this stupid game on my tablet, so it distracted me enough that I didn't comment. Because I would have if I was sitting there talking to them. I'm gonna go down here with this. I don't know, did anybody participate in it here in the chat? I mean, hopefully you're not insulted by what I said. I don't mean to insult anybody. But yeah. I mean, I know people, I understand sometimes, but not really. Like, I understand, but not. And this stitch, seriously. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. That should be right. Oh, I see. Okay. I guess I had accidentally marked it. And it's not. It's not done. All these little tufties are. The arrow lays a little bit nicer. I would never be able to stitch full coverage without a tablet. I think I would have to do block by block with parking. Yeah. She has so many people now that you would write a comment. It's hard for her to catch and read it. Yeah. She was talking about using candlelight in 82. Oh, seriously. Was she born in 82? Is that right? Candlelight. Oh, wait. Oh, man, she's so young. I did and not insulted. I'm doing the dimensions. It was fine, but I didn't read every comment. Yeah, I just didn't read it. I was like, whatever. That's why I dropped off Nikki. I'm not a huge fan of busy streams. Ah, okay. Yeah, it is getting quite busy. And then often things get said and forgotten, and then you feel like you've said it 10 million times. I mean, it's fine. I enjoy it. But I am, it's 27, not 47. But by 9:30 at night, I'm really tired, and it'll be different in the summer, I think. But with having to get up early for Alex to go to school and stuff, I'm like, Yeah. Sarah says, that's why I'm quiet a lot. Too much chatter. I don't need to add to it. Yogi has a focused perspective. Yeah, I fell asleep. I know. Her voice is so nice, She's got a lovely accent. Somebody asked if she was of Asian descent. when I first started listening to her, I was like, she's got a little bit of an Asian accent. I actually thought she was. And she's like, no, I was born and bred in London. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that was interesting. I think it was you, Nikki, that asked. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, you did. You did ask. Yeah, that was interesting. Because you picked it up. I thought so, too. I mean, I'm not surprised. She lives in the UK. It's not, you know. No, she said she is Asian descent, but she was born in London. She's lived in London her whole life. Yeah, I think she said 37 before. Yeah. I'm like, wait a minute, you don't know that? Like kind of thing. I say that to myself a lot. Like, wait a minute, how do you not know that? I mean, some of it is because she is, you know, a city girl. She's never been out, you know, she's never lived anywhere but London. So some things I can see, but some of it's like, really? Like, wait a minute, how do you not know that? It's just weird. But I think that I often, I don't know, you know, not saying I'm smart or anything, but I often don't think that people don't know things. Like things that I would have just learned somehow that she wouldn't know. It, you know, I've never thought about that. So, um, she said she was, but didn't clarify it. Um, yeah, Allison, exactly. Um, yeah. So I can say that she's not Indian because she didn't know a lot of like Indian food, and if she was of Indian descent, she would know. I mean, you know, I have friends that are Indian, you know, and and she doesn't. It's more of a East Asian accent, in my opinion. I went to Swedish for Immigrants with a couple people from, like, there was someone from Thailand, um, Malaysia, or something like that. And they really had, there was like certain ways that they, yeah, I don't think she is either. There were certain ways that they would say certain letters that because they're not used in their language. So like in I think they were from Thailand, the one of them, and she couldn't say ours properly. Yeah, it would help if you see her face. Yeah, yeah, I was wondering about that too. I was like, let us see what you look like, you know, and that's okay. I do like that Yogi tries different things to keep her stream fresh. You never know what she'll come up with next, and she feeds off her audience. Yeah, and she does. She's a riot, but sometimes it's like, oh my God, please tell me you know this. Yeah, I think she likes a bit of a mystery, but yeah. But you know, she has talked about her family, and I love her. Yeah, I'm like super excited to be part of her stream and everything. But you know, I get frustrated, but that's just because I'm who I am. Um, like the other day, it was not Yogi that did it, but somebody was saying that they were going to use their rigid heddle loom to weave embroidery fabric, and I was like, really? Like, no, you're not. Oh, it's so funny. I just, but that's the kind of stuff that, like, I cringe, and, you know. But I remember I heard her last night about, why would you use a photocopier? It's like, well, because if you have a paper pattern, you gotta photocopy it, you know. So I thought that was a little interesting. But yeah, she's definitely awesome. I do like her. I assumed at first, when I first started watching her, I assumed she was older. She does, even though it's this naivete, she does feel older also. It's kind of interesting. So I actually assumed she was older. But it made sense when we found out that she wasn't. I was like, ah, okay, I get it now. It looks like I missed a stitch here. I can't tell. Oh, no, I don't think so. It's like really hard to see. I had to put my head there so I can see if it is. Hold on a second. Oh, that didn't work. Yeah, there's a stitch there. It's like, I think it's 819, and you can hardly see it. Yeah, definitely. Hi, Lizzie. Renee says she is one of those people who walk to the beat of her own drum. Yeah, and that's great. I mean, I can't imagine living in London. Whoa, I would be, yeah, that's so cool. And I know that other people are like, it's not that big of a deal. But it just feels like it would be. I mean, it would be the same if I lived in Stockholm here. It would have that same feel, you know what I mean? Like it's like different. Or living in San Francisco. I mean, I never lived in San Francisco, but I lived really close. And, you know, my grandparents lived there, so I was able to hang out and stuff. So it's like exciting, you know? Exciting to live somewhere like that. Okay. And 333. I thought the same. I thought she was my age, and she's not. Yeah, I thought she was older. Yeah, I think that's because you know, Lizzie, more about London. I have a friend who lives in London. He's from the north. He doesn't mind it. He likes it. But he works there, so you know, he moved to London to work, so I think she seems older because she lives simply. Yeah. She's not materialistic. She's mature enough to know what she likes and what she doesn't. Yeah, exactly. Oh God, my hair. The live stream is like behind. And I just lifted the screen when my head came up in the, oh man. Yeah. Yeah. And I, you know, like my ex is younger than me, like a lot. And I kind of, because there's still a stereotype or still a stigma about women marrying younger men that, you know, you just don't talk about it. And so I went lots of years without even saying how old I was. And so most people do not believe that I am going to be 60. Like, wait a minute, no way. Kind of thing. I get that quite a lot. But, you know, I don't, it doesn't mean I'm immature, but, yeah, maybe a little bit. maybe a tiny bit. But, you know, like I just listened to, you know, watch different things because I was with somebody younger. Like I'm looking at this stitch here. I think that's quite old. I'm going to remove that. I always tell Alex I'm going to be 29. She's a mix of old soul and young ideas. Yeah, exactly. Ebony says you don't look nearly 60. I'll be 60 in September. Ooh. I couldn't live anywhere really built up. I grew up with a field and woods behind my house, and now I have nothing, almost a nature reserve style area. Visited London for a long weekend. That was enough. Lizzie says, my sister's partner is younger than her. My granddad's parents had a 30-year age gap. Age gap doesn't bother me. Yeah, you know, it's a stigma. You know, my Nana, she was married to somebody much younger than her second marriage. But, you know, and I remember she never would say how old she was. We didn't know how old she was because she didn't want to say it. But my Gampy was like the same age as my dad. So yeah, that was a bit much. But, you know, he didn't act like he was too young. I'm just going to pull that out. Try again. I pulled it too hard and it just popped out. Yeah, so you know, it was more his parents. His parents were like funky. 1, 2, 3. But yeah, so I lived many years just not saying how old I was for a long time. I did notice something that Blue Sue does. She will pull on the little end to make sure it's tight. I was watching her a bit more today. She's not a fast stitcher. Like, she's just consistent, you know what I mean? And a lot of the stuff that I was messing with yesterday was exactly how she does it. You know, like she takes her needle and will move the stuff out of the way so it's not in the way. I was like, oh, you know, it's sort of like instinctual type of things you would do. You know, she'll hold it away, which is what I was doing as well. Kind of, you know, I just kind of thought about it instead of and it makes sense. But hers are like really close, and I'm not sure I feel confident enough to put them that close. So I'm still kind of learning. But she wants her backs to look neat. She doesn't care about the top. I mean, you know, her stitching looks neat, but she wants the top of, or the bottom to look neat as well. So yeah, I'm still kind of like, I think I'll put that there. So it's a little interesting. Yeah, Ellen said she was going to stitch. Let's see. Ellen posted she's doing a live stream tonight. Yeah, that was about 2 hours ago now. So that's good. As you age in life, numbers matter less and less anyway. Yep, exactly. And I'm older than Sarah. Oh my gosh. No. I actually thought you were older. That's cool. I mean, not that I think you're older. Like, I just assumed that you were older or whatever. Don't listen to me, okay? You're good. I forgot to plug my phone in. Let me fix the cord. It's like out of my reach. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that didn't move it too much. I like her streams too, yeah. I want to try the blue stew method, but I haven't parked before. Is this an easy method to learn? I tried color flow and give up. And yeah, you're not old. You're not old, guys. So Michelle, I think parking is like parking doesn't bother me. You know, I don't mind it. I think that every time I have something parked means I don't have to thread a new needle. I mean, I thread a needle, but I don't have to prepare another piece of thread. You know, I don't have to stop, get thread, start again. When there's, you know, the stitches are already here, I don't have to worry about that so much. And this one right here. The thing with Blue Sue method is that she is, I'm going to cut these right here. The way she does her starts and endings are, you know, it is a little messy, but everything lays much flatter. I noticed when I was looking at comparing yesterday before I started working on the kittens, you know, the back of it's pretty flat, but there were like little bits popping up everywhere. And because of that, I was getting threads coming up through the back with my needle. And with this method, that doesn't happen, which is really great. So I know this is done because I've been putting them pretty far away. So I'm just going to move that. So it's more of like figuring out how far you want to do your ends. Also, make them a little longer. I'm going to cut this a little shorter because the 𝐒𝐀𝐋 sticking up is bugging me. So make your ends a little longer. So then you, when they're really short like this, they fray and it's harder to grab them. It's harder to move them out of the way as well. So that's what I'm finding is that leave them a little longer. Don't worry so much about it. She does stuff like this and she'll pull her work up. It's like color flow, but not quite. Oh, Aldadana. Hi, welcome. I don't try a lot of new method stitching. My little way suits me fine. I'd rather just stitch than figure out new ways. LOL, lazy, I guess. Yeah, but you know what? I was very set in how I was stitching last year, but I also like learning. I like expanding, you know, figuring new things out. And originally I was watching Yogi's live, or, you know, Yogi talking about it. And I know that Ellen had posted a video and I kind of looked at it and like, and I remember Yogi saying, oh, it's messy, you know, the messy way, the messy method. And I was like, but like I watched her and I was like, you know, but it's not really messy, right? So because her videos don't have any sound, I actually put it through AI to see what she said, because there was the one tutorial I watched, she had like an AI translation, it was a couple years old, I think. So I asked, you know, to translate it. And the one thing I didn't understand is, so when you look at the square, so for example, right here, if I was going to work in this square here, which I'm going to do after I finish this one, she'll work on the inside edge to the middle. So her thing is she starts her threads far enough away that they'll get covered up, and then when she gets to them, she just clips them off. And she goes up through, it's harder with the 25 count, but she'll come up through the middle of the stitch, not in the holes, but the middle of the, oh, which Fluster were you watching? She was talking about Yogi and the messy method. It's everywhere. I wonder if the lady's aware she's famous now. And I did I did a live stream after Yogi did hers, because I had watched Blue Sue, and I was like, she's very methodical. She has a reason why she does things, and it makes a lot of sense to me. You know what? I'm going to poke this down. And so I just kept watching and, learning and realizing that there was more to it than just your threads are messy. So, it's, yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. Yeah, okay. So it's harder to do that like right in the middle of the weave here. And she doesn't go very far. I'm being a little more careful, so I go a little farther. And I'm going to work down here, down towards the bottom on this one. I think that's my plan. I don't know. I'm just like ignoring the other box. But I found that my work is much neater on the top and the bottom. I'm like trying to count and see where I'm at. I think that's right. Oh wait, yeah, I have a strip there. Okay. So what she did is she went like this, and then she's working on Ada, so I don't want to tug it too far, but I might hold it. That's actually a good idea, so that when I do this stitch, oh, that was the wrong one anyway. That's good. Okay, so it was here. See, I made that one kind of short. That's okay. So, but it's a little bit like trying to figure out if it's work. Honestly, I like how it works. I'm just trying to figure out if I want to do diagonals or block by block. And I keep going back and forth between those. That's definitely something that I'm dealing with right now. That's okay. It's fun. But I like exploring and learning new things. And yeah. Let's see. Wait, I missed a bunch of stuff. Okay, well, no, I didn't. Michelle says, I like how stitches look when using the parking method. They're very smooth and even. I checked it. She's called Cozy Stitching with Lainey. I think that's come up before on my feed. She must be part of Yogi's group, I guess. I think I've seen that name. I'll have to look. But I think there was a lot of misunderstanding because of it. I mean, yeah. And then when I finally started watching it and understood, it's like, oh yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm still trying to figure out how it works for me. But I like it a lot. Like, I was using loop start and loop end for a while, and just the backs with all the little fluffies was driving me nuts. I was like, oh, I can't do this. I'm going to do this stitch so I can pivot over to the other side. And at least here I can deal with them. I want to go the other way. I can move them aside. I don't have to worry about them tickling my hand. I mean, I like tickles just as much as anybody else, but it feels like, it's like that feeling of fish eating your feet or something. I was like, oh man, that's really bugging me. I love how the little threads are so neat, but it's so hard to see. And I just messed that up. Okay, that's not right. Let me pull that out. Just feels so dainty. Aw, thank you, Renee. Renee says, you have a talent for teaching, Suzanne. Your explanations are always well thought out. I think people were born teachers. I wanted to be a teacher, actually. I was going to be a librarian. I love libraries. I haven't been to one in forever. But I went to college to become a librarian. And that's in the 80s when college all of a sudden was really expensive and nobody could afford it. So, yeah, I ended up not going, which is too bad because I really wanted to. And then I was going to, right before I found out I was pregnant with Alex, I was going to start going back to school here in Sweden to be a art teacher, and that kind of put a little kink in that. So yeah, it's okay. And now I'm not going to bother now. But I have been teaching weaving. I haven't done it this year, but I've been teaching on and off here in Sweden weaving for the last 26 years. So I'm not saying I always think, oh my God, I'm such a horrible teacher. And it really feels good when somebody says that I explain things good, because I don't always feel that way. I often feel like, oh my God, do these people understand what I'm saying? Okay, I'm going to park this here. And I'm just like, I think what I learned on the eclipse pattern was that even if there's only one stitch, if I park it, it's sort of like, okay, it's dealt with for now. I can deal with it later. You know what I mean? Well, also, Michelle, Renee, sorry. I was the oldest of like a ton of children in my neighborhood and in my family. I was older than all my cousins, my brothers, and all the neighborhood kids. And so I was the big sister. I was always the one that was taking care of everybody. And I think that has a lot to do with it. Learning how to, and also with Alex, I had to learn how to speak clear enough so that it was easy for him to understand me. Okay, I did do this one already. Yay, 155. I cannot teach. I would want to take over. And yeah, and that is definitely an issue for me. I'm like, oh, step aside, you know. But that definitely comes up. Like, oh, just let me do that. I definitely have that problem. That is definitely something. When I was teaching in before I moved here where I live now, I was teaching in a city called Örebro, and that's where Christina's from. And so I would, I had like 2 to 3 classes a week, and I would, at first it was like, okay, well, I would say I'm teaching them to do everything from start to finish. And then it got easier for me just to do it. And the ladies would be like, oh, you're so good at that. And they would give me like, a little bit more, a little bit of money, on the side to measure out their warps, which honestly was easier for me to do it and make sure it was done right than to fix any mistakes that they made. So I started doing that, and some of the ladies were like, I'm gonna start this new project, and here's the they were so fun. I love them. But it got easier. It was easier for me just to do it. And I have a warping mill here at home. I have a really big one. And so it goes really fast. And instead of me making one of these old people do it, there was one lady who decided she had never done it before, she said. The other teacher always used to do the warps for her, or she'd buy them. And she's like, I really want to do this. And I'm like, are you sure? And she goes, yes, absolutely. So I showed her how to do it. And I left her alone to do it. She calls me and she goes, I don't know what happened, but this is not right. I'm running out of yarn. And I'm like, wait a minute. How did you run out of yarn? You have plenty of yarn. And she goes, I don't think they sent me enough yarn. And I'm like, I'm positive you have enough yarn, And unfortunately, I think she was having a bit of a dementia moment. She stopped weaving not too long after that. I think, she was like in her 80s. And she had warped the entire roll of yarn. Like, she had enough for 2.5 of these table runners. And I was just like, I'm like, oh my gosh. And she goes, well, I'll just start taking it off. And I go, no, don't touch it. I go, leave it, don't touch. So she did, she left it. And I was able to, salvage it. But if she had started taking it off, it would have been like, it would have ruined all of it, kind of thing. There was enough for 2.5 projects. I was like, dang. Yeah, so there's a lot of that. Just let me do it, I could do it faster. Oh, he needs allergy pills tonight. You can hear him snorting. Okay, there. And there's a little bit more of that block to do up here. Oh, that looks pretty good, I think. Let's see. Renee says, your experience with your son probably has reinforced your ability to teach and have such clarity. Yeah, and before I started streaming, when I first started doing those little tutorials that I started posting on Yogi's group, I actually was struggling to talk because of the way I speak with Alex all the time is not really, it's not normal speech, you know? I mean, it's better than it was before, you know, I had to be really like, this is, yeah, you had to be more distinct what I was saying. And also when you speak to, when I speak to people, if I speak English here in Sweden, you know, I'm not going to use idioms and slang and things like that because that makes people not understand. And also because I am a, you know, I have another language, I've learned a second language. I also appreciate when people slow down and talk to me in that way as well. So I think that really made a difference for how I speak to people. I remember, I remember last time I went home, my brothers were like, "Wow, you speak really proper now." I'm like, "I speak the way I always did," you know. And they're like, "No, they're very, they talk very gangster, you know." And I was just like, well, just because I don't speak gangster, and there's a lot of that. My brothers speak like that. Well, they're my stepbrothers. So, and they're a little bit rougher around the edges than I am. And my real brother grew up with them, you know, so they all speak the same. It's kind of funny. Let's see. I'm going to move down here, but I'm doing this because there's a couple of stitches over here and I want to just finish this block. So, but there's some pretty funny things that have happened during weaving. I used to teach I taught a weaving class for the seeing impaired. And oh man, those ladies, they were awesome. Loved them so much. I was so sad when I moved away. But Alex's dad had gotten a new job in a different area, so we moved away. But this one lady, she was just really good at weaving, but she was also very hasty. She wasn't super careful, you know, like she would just weave. And like she wouldn't notice when things went wrong, which happened often. So I had gotten really good at checking her often because, you know, she would just be crazy and weave. And yeah, but she was a little round lady, you know, she was short and she had a bit of a tummy like we all do, you know. And she she always wore this red sweater. It was just a lot of people who weave often, you know, like have a favorite sweater that they always wear because almost always it's cold. And where is Fred? Oh no, he's in Florida. Yeah, I'm sure that he's taking care of, one of his cats got sick, so he's been taking care of that. So hopefully, it's Crouton's mom. So he's taking care of her right now. She got an abscess, so I'm guessing he's just being a cat daddy. But anyway, so she decided to make linen tablecloths, and which, she was a really good weaver. Like, don't get me wrong, she was really good, but sometimes she would just be super fast and try to, she just wasn't super careful all the time. Oh yeah, yeah, but it's a thing, Lizzie. It's okay. Californians would never claim Florida, and Floridians probably would never claim California, but he's from New York, so he doesn't claim either. But so anyway, this poor lady, she had been weaving on this project that was white, wearing this red sweater, and one day I went to help her advance the warp. I'm like trying to think what it's called in English. It's called draw from. So draw forward. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, there was red fluff all over her white tablecloths. And I was like, oh man, I had to tell her. I was like, oh no. I was just like, I'm like, okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, there was some pretty funny times. They were super considerate and helped me with my Swedish when I first moved here. There was one lady, I think she was a government office worker, local. And she was completely blind. She had a guide dog. The dog was super sweet. The dog had her own bed there. And so she would just, she'd come in and she'd be like, whoa. She was a yellow lab. And it was she was super cute. But she would, this lady would weave, and she was doing some dish towels in different colors, and she would hold up a shuttle. Alex is making noise, sorry. She'd hold up a shuttle and say, is this red or is this green? It was so funny. And then another lady, she was also very blind. Oh, Alex, go get a drink of water, Biscuit. He's asleep and he's making hawking noises, like a boy. She had used Braille to mark her shuttles. So it was just, they were awesome. I miss them. And they were all older, so like I try not to think about it because they were much older. They were probably all like late 70s, early 80s. So, Yeah, well, it was just red fluff. It wasn't like the dye had run off on it. So I'm sure it washed off, but red and white is always a problem. I mean, you think about it, if you stitch white thread after you've stitched red, what happens to your thread? It gets messed up. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stitch this stitch, and then I'm going to start working on, wait, that's the wrong one. I'm going to start working on the outsides or the insides and try to work down, because I don't know, I've got to figure, I've figured it out. I just need to figure the best way of doing it. But this one here, I could do that here. Yeah, I could. There's a thing here that people at the end of a term, a school term, kids, adults, whatever, they always give their teacher flowers or plant or whatever. And I got so many plants from these ladies. It was like, at first, you know, where I lived, I had really bad lighting, so they would die. But then when I moved to one of my apartments, it's like they all just flourished, and I have so many plants. I still have them from these ladies. It was really nice. Let's see, is that right? I'm just parking this over here. Possibly, it's a mess. The 𝐒𝐀𝐋 kind of gets in the way. Okay, and I'm doing that because I could have put it down here, but I'll just do it there. Okay, this one's a good one, actually. Oh, there's too much. I'm like, why? I'm like, but it's been interesting, all the students and everything. And some of them had been weaving in the same location for like 20 years. It was like really awesome. These ladies had been, you know, pretty much best friends and hung out once a week for 25 years. One place it was like 18, and one place it was like 25. I just can't imagine. Let's see if I can get this in here. It's that one. Oh, there's one down there. That's okay. I have another thread down there. I'll get that with it. And it's these threads are more wiry, so they're kind of like boing, boing, boing. And I'm getting used to it though. It's okay. They might need to be wet down a little bit. Move my booty. Let's see. So this one here, I am going to, oh, it's really short. That's okay. That's about right. Hi, Barlow Bunny. I knew a seeing impaired woman, and she said that I had a quality of just stepping out of a novel as a reader and writer. That was the best compliment I ever heard. Yeah, that's really nice. Renee says, I don't know what you're stitching, but I love the colors. Oh, I'm working on, it's called Bluebell by HAED. It's part of the HAED, SAL for this year. Hold on a second, I'll show you a picture. It's really pretty. Just, let me just put this one. I have a knot in this one. That's where the 𝐒𝐀𝐋 is. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. So let's do that. And park, wait, lock that so I can park. And bucket, there we go. I'll show you what it looks like. Oh, I was on the wrong spot. Okay, well, at least it works. There it is. And where is it? Oh, it's tiny. Okay, sorry about that. Let me fix that real quick. And that's what it looks like. Let's lock it. So, yeah. It's not really appropriate. So that's why I changed. I'm sorry, but yeah. As I said, I worked with these ladies for 10 years and yeah, they don't some people don't mind, but if you don't know, it's better to say seeing impaired. Because yeah, it's just something I try to be as, I guess, politically correct as possible. If I know different, if, I do different, And, yeah. And it's not anything on you. I'm just, yeah. I got corrected. It's kind of like the more you know kind of thing. So I am going to, this is a good one. Yeah, we can do this one right here. Renee says, my project is so much brown and fall colors and black. Maybe I'm thirsty for some color. Yeah, I did that too. I'm a little concerned with the cat one I want to do. It is very brown, but it's so cute too. So I don't know. We'll see. And it's fine. Can't wait for my fabric. It's like, can I hold off until the 8th when Nutty Star starts hers? It was Nutty Star, right? Yeah, okay. I don't know if you guys saw that. I showed it the other day. It's such a cute little pattern. I got it from Rachel from Top Bobbin on Etsy. And I'm excited to start it when I have my fabric. It's a lot of light colors. It's a little bit tough. Yeah, and I'm putting some 𝐒𝐀𝐋 in it. I'm trying anyway. It seems to be working pretty well. It is a little thicker, but I don't mind it so much. I think it looks kind of good. Let me see if I can move these up here a little bit. The 𝐒𝐀𝐋, it's kind of in the way. I might park this thread down here a little ways and do the 𝐒𝐀𝐋 or the white with the 𝐒𝐀𝐋 before I do much more because it's bugging me. It's like boing right there. Wait, let me pull the thread out. Let's see. Oh, my nose is just like nose. It's allergy season. It's always allergy season though here. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay. Don't know how much stitching I'll get done on this today. It feels slow. Okay, I'm just gonna park this here. Let me mark those first before I forget. Wait, no, I parked it there. Okay, let's do this 𝐒𝐀𝐋 and get it out of the way. Oh, that's a good idea. Let me cut this little piece of 𝐒𝐀𝐋 off here, though. That's better. So what all are you guys working on? Are you working on HAED? Are you still working on, Renee, are you still working on the sad girl? Oh, shoot. I just pulled that wrong. Okay. Got it. I think this needs to be wet a little bit. I'm excited to finish the dragonflies because there are so many SALs I want to do from this year. Yes, my little girl is getting done pretty quick, 66%. Wow, nice. And Barlow says, me too, Nikki. And dragonflies is going slow too. Yeah, it feels like I didn't think Unicorn Valley was that tough until I got to the end. When I got, well, sort of around the pagoda, it was really confetti. And then it was like, and then it calmed down. And it was quite easy. And then when I got down towards the flamingos, it was like, of course, I was almost done, and it went super nuts. I was questioning myself at that point. So, and you're stitching Venus in the mirror. Okay, I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. Renee, did you check out Fine Art Stitch? We're all like in love with that place now. I am anyway. I keep going back and looking, like, what can I do next? I can't do any more patterns. I'm like, no, I can't do any more. Oh, the other thing that I forgot to mention, that something that Blue Sue does is the half cross parking, which is a little confusing at first. Well, still is a little confusing, but it really does make the tension really nice. I found I really enjoy how it looks because, you know, the tension is nice all the time. Because sometimes when you, so say I have this thread parked here, and if I stitch something close to it and I catch that thread, then I might not be able to pull it so that it tightens it, which is annoying. I'm being really careful with this thread in the 𝐒𝐀𝐋 because it kind of so that was definitely an positive thing that I've learned. And I think that if I was to decide not to do this method, then I would probably continue with that. But I am liking it, the method, because it does feel more, it feels more cleaner in the back. It's like, oh, it really holds on to the thread when you go through the middle of the stitch, or the, you know, the grid, whatever. Blah. Yeah. Oh, that was in the, oh man, that stitch is wrong. All right, well, it's wrong. Shoot. I am so bad at counting. I was getting really, like, disappointed with myself yesterday. I found so many mistakes in that silly cat project. I think it's because Ebony doesn't like cats. And yeah, she was watching me make mistakes. I'm joking. Let's see. I took the plunge and bought Supersize Max Color, or Supersize Max Color Library of Cats panels, and Supersize Max Color Library of Dogs, which will, yeah. And Nikki says, I like how small they are. I want to do the skulls, bluebells, the fruit, battle, and sun. So many, I didn't find any last year and have them. Barlow says, I went to the optician yesterday, and now I have 3 pairs of specs on order, 1 for driving, 1 for reading, 1 for additional magnification for cross stitch. Oh, that's nice. Oh my gosh, yes, Fine Art Stitch, so cool. I haven't bought any, but I keep going back to browse. I'll probably pick up something one of these times. Lizzie, that's so nice to do a piece to tribute for your mom, tribute for your grandma. And I'm glad you were able to use the code. Yep. She could never have dogs. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's sad that she loved dogs and couldn't have one. But I understand that. So which ones have you looked at, Renee, that you like? There are so many just beautiful ones. And we found out that you can request stuff as well. Melon requested more Alphonse Musha, and they did 2 new ones. So that was really great. Let me mark these off. Alex was making noise. I thought he was waking up. Oh, this boy. And we enabled Ebony to get one, and she's gonna start one. Can't wait. Oh, wait, there's another stitch there on that row. I'm like being super careful. I usually just like yank my threads. But all I need is for it to like fray and then give up. See, here's I just pulled thread up from the back from when I was just doing loop start, loop end. Almost feel 10-step working on this. That's a bit funny. Okay. Have you seen the Alphonse Musha charts? That cross-stitch collectibles charts? Oh, no, I haven't. Oh, you started it. Oh, nice. Silver says, did you use the code on what? And Nikki says, no, I didn't buy anything. I'm not on Facebook, so I don't know the code, just heard about it on here. Yeah, there was like a Amy Stewart code that you could use on her stuff. I know that, I think it was Ellen that posted it on Facebook. I wasn't going to buy anything, so I didn't buy, I didn't look. I really can't afford anything right now. I bought fabric. Oy, oy, oy. But I need to look at fabric. I need to figure out fabric and buy my thread for Primrose and Feather. Oh, itchy arm. So, also next Friday, I have to go to town and get an MRI on my back finally. So I'm not sure when I'll be back and if they are going to sedate me because because my back hurts so much, I probably will need to have something so that I can lay there still enough. Hopefully they'll do that. And then I don't know if they're gonna, I'm allergic to contrast, so sometimes they want me to take a bunch of steroids and stuff so that I don't die. I'm just gonna finish stitching this thread out. So I don't know how I will feel if they're doing it with contrast. They didn't say, but I need to call them on Monday and double check. So, and going to town, even though it's only like 20-30 minutes away, it's like a whole day ordeal. Oh shoot, so close. Only had 2 stitches left and it fudged up. Oh no, don't. Okay, hopefully it's okay. Looks like it might be okay. Let me use. So I don't know exactly how I will feel and all that. So yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's that much air stitching. Fine art stitch. I really like fine art, and I've also found that a lot of them are so dark, they're charted so dark or too light that they're not fun, but these ones look really good. Oh, I also taught Alex about Leonardo da Vinci. He was talking about the Mona Lisa, and I was like, you know, because he draws, you know, he's like a natural, like he could draw like from nearly birth kind of thing. He's so good. I can't draw. 1, 2, 3. Hold on a second. 1. It's like the thread is a little bit short. Let's see if I make it. So he was looking at it, and I'm always trying to, you know, like get him to look at art, or, you know, just to expand his knowledge. It's a little hard because he doesn't quite understand a lot of times, you know, why he needs to do something. And so he looked a little bit at some Da Vinci art today. So that was interesting. Oh, okay. Whew. Oh, that was intense. Yeah, I don't mind air stitching. Let's see. Ebony, did you have no new starts this year, or was that somebody else? That was me, Nikki, LOL. Wait, let's see. Silver says, I'm looking at fine art cross stitch, too many patterns with air stitching. I love the look of classic art. I'm not sure I want to stitch it. I'm kind of weird. I like air stitching. Same, Renee. Yeah, see, I don't mind it. You did well, almost 6 months. I'm surprised I got this far. I was just starting everything last year. I'm going to try just to have one start. Yeah, I can't wait to see it either. I'm loving the look of the Renoir still life with roses and some of the other floral stitches. Yeah. Oh, there were so many. There was some free ones even that were kind of like, I think there was one with tulips. That was a Renoir, I think, as well. I think my artists all kind of jumble up. There was one There was I don't usually think about doing faces, you know, but there was a couple of really pretty like portraits that I could consider doing. I was kind of thinking about, and I think that what made me think about it was the Contessa. Nikki's Contessa has me thinking about more portraits. There's something about it. Like portraits are like having a fine art portrait in your house. It just seems like it would be super cool. What am I doing here? Okay, did that. Let's do that. I was like, there's 3 stitches here. I only see 1. Yeah. It's because I can't count. I will say it's a little tighter with the 𝐒𝐀𝐋 there. It's like hard to find the dang hole. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do with this is there's some of this up here, but this thread's not very long, so I'm going to just work my way down and then grab another thread. That's the plan. I think that's the plan. Yeah, definitely don't see this very well. It's very difficult for me. My eyesight is bad, very bad. So when there's like a white stitch, I can't actually tell if it's stitched or not unless I get really close. I was really excited because I do like this fabric, but whew, eye strain is something else. Okay. And I think that I'm going to, I'll do these 2 stitches. It's getting a little short. I'm going to do that and then move away or start another thread. I can hardly see this. Oh, it's 6:30 already. Did Ellen post when she's going to do her live? I know that she didn't say on the post I saw. There we go. I'm just gonna end that. Phew. Okay. Oh. Yeah, it's definitely eye straining. Ay. Okay, let me. Yeah, 3747. They have an example on Renoir's Roses by the Window, type C. Someone's actually stitching it. Yeah. The price is in won. It's Korean money, so it's not. And there's free ones. There's some for even $1. Yeah, they have a lot of examples of the projects already stitched as well. It's really, it's like, how did we miss this? How did we miss this awesome website? I'm like, they've been around since 2000. It's called Fine Art Stitch, and it's a Korean website. So the money, until you do a login, it will come up in Korean won. So once you log in, it'll come up in dollars. Cross stitch collectibles. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Have I heard of that? Cross stitch collectibles? I don't know. I'll have to look at that. But and now I'm not gonna look. I'm like, I'm doing this this musha. I'm not doing anything else. I can't wait to see how the gemstones come out. It's like hard to get in the middle of these stitches. Now let's see if I can actually see where these were. Enabling. Yeah. But I know Renee really likes, she likes fine art, so I needed to make sure. I needed to make sure she was properly enabled. Sure that end went. You know, I can't leave anybody behind. There was some really cute, like, dog ones and cat ones. They even had some Carl Larson pictures. Not the ones that I am familiar. Well, one of them I'm familiar with, but the other ones I wasn't really familiar with them. So oh, that's not. I almost stitched the wrong place. But the one that I was familiar with, it's called Windowsill or something like that. It's one of his daughters is watering plants in the room, and there's a ball of yarn on the table, and there's, you know, knitting on the table. But the ball of yarn looked funny. It was like black. It didn't look right. So I was a little like, it's probably just the photo, I'm guessing, because their stuff seems really good otherwise. But that was the one that I was quite familiar with. I have a poster. I had a poster of it. It's one of those that I really liked of his. I actually went to Sanborn. That's where his house is. His house is like they do tours of it. It's such a beautiful house. It's just amazingly beautiful. Did I do those stitches? I think. Oh, it's so hard to see this. I'm like dying here. That's supposed to be a different. Okay, that's a different color. Okay, I did do that. His wife was a famous weaver, actually. So, you know, he was an artist, and she was also, you know, well known for her weaving. So, but a lot of times, like it is, men overshadow their wives. And so there was a lot of her work in the house, the weaving. It was just so fascinating. I loved it. I went there with my, when I was going to school for weaving, and we had a field trip there, and it was just amazing. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna park that here. Oh, this is really tough. Sorry, I'm like, my eyes are straining. Too much white, too much white. Let's see. Okay, I did all those. Whew. I want to do these ones here. Oh, more white. And I have seen one I do want to stitch. Okay, good. And Renee says, thanks so much for enabling me, LOL. And Lizzie's gotta go. See you later, Lizzie, at Ellen's stream. And Sarah's gonna check her fabric and see if I have something for Octopus Garden. I may have to order it. Is that where Ebony got hers? Yeah, Fine Art Stitch. It's a beautiful website. Just so much art. All the art you can want. Okay, so 819. Oh man, something up with my mouth today. It's probably my allergies. Everything tastes funny. Ugh. Little tufties. Oh, that looks like it's too short. It's not gonna work. I'm not sure why I kept that. Okay, got it. Oops, oh, it got tangled up. I will say that DMC and Royal and Fairy Floss, they get tangled up a lot easier than Aerofloss. Aerofloss just like lays so nice. It's not all springy. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this up real quick. I think that part of me really likes the Contessa one because it's like you got fine art, but it's also a bit cheeky, you know? And it's like, yeah. Whoops, I hit my thing. What's this? Never mind. I muted all the Discord, but I didn't mute that one. Oh, yawning. Seriously. There were a couple of portraits that were interesting. I don't know. I wish I had more like that. Yeah. You're working on her after the SAL. Okay, cool. I think I just at first I was like, whoa, wait a minute, what is that? But every time I look at it, I think, oh, that's so cool. It's like, yeah, it works, you know? It's fun. Okay, so now I'm gonna put this down here. Let's see if I can, this is definitely, the air stitching on this is difficult because of my eyes. Otherwise, like there was so much sky in Unicorn Valley and waterfalls. I didn't mind it at all. It was like, I enjoyed it. But this is tough. Oh, I can go over here. No, wait. No, that's not it. I'm like, wait a minute. It's here. Catching stuff. It's like really tight with the 𝐒𝐀𝐋. It's not, I mean, it's not horrible. It's just, struggling to find the proper hole. Oh, there we go. Can you post an update on Discord, Nikki? I give you a hard time about it too, calamari stitching, but I think the Contessa is so cool. I like quirky art. Yeah, I really. Their Miranda and the Tempest looks really good. I love it. Tomorrow's calamari day. I've been trialing the half stitch parking, trying. I can tell the difference. Yeah, I mean. The problem I have is that a lot of times I miscount because it's, you know, but that's a me problem, not the technique problem. I really like it. It makes it much more consistent, the stitching, instead of the stitches just being loose. So I'm glad you're trying that because it is really, I think that the method, there's a lot of little things that are like all useful. Like the way she does, how she stitches, it's sort of like Gemma's, but not quite. She's a little more free. She will cross country, you know, she'll cross country in the square. She will have little ninja stitches outside. There's a lot of really interesting things that I've seen. Like, I'm squinting here. I have a magnifying glass and everything. Oy, oy, oy. Oh, that's very Swedish. Oy, oy, oy. Sorry. You say that you say that to kids a lot. Oy, oy, oy. It's kind of like, you know, don't do that. Oy, oy, oy. Or aya baya. That's another. Don't touch. Aya baya. That's bad. I don't say that one as much anymore. Oh, okay. Skip one. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. And then park it. Oh, whew. That. It's not too bad though. Yeah. Okay, now there's only a little bit left. I'm gonna do this one because it's gonna go down, and I could start cutting things off pretty soon. Not that one yet. Yeah, I like it. It holds the stitch better. Yeah, definitely. And that is a huge win. I do have to be more careful of where to make sure I'm parking in the right spot. And at first it bothered me because like if I'm gonna park something next to it, you have to hold on to the other thread, but you get used to it. And I also like if I wanted to go, let's see, this one here, if I wanted to park here next to this one, I would just go up through the top and go down through, you know, holding that thread, I would go down through the bottom. That's what I've figured out as I've been working on it, and that works really well. And this is wrong. I don't even remember what color it was. We will leave it. Someone's dog is barking. Oh, just park it down below. It's like one way or the other way. Oh, it does look really messy, which I kind of struggle with because I am a little pedantic about stuff. But I think that the the end result is worth it. You know what I mean? The ends kind of bother me, all these little ends, because they stick up funny. But like park threads don't bother me at all. You know, that's fine. Okay, now let's do this one real quick. And you know what? I think I am going to, and what is this? I parked that, but I was gonna take this one and use it. Yeah, I will. The one I want is Girls at the Piano. Yeah, I love that one. That one's so pretty. Jane Austen vibe for sure. There's another one, if I remember right, I saw that had it was a Regency style portrait. There's also one, the girl at in the library. I know that one's Heaven and Earth has it, but this one is just so beautiful. It's very vibrant. Blue Sue did, I think it's a Renoir. It's a very up close face portrait, and it's just so pretty. It's like whimsical. You know, it's like a normal picture of, it's like he took a photo of somebody, just natural, and it was really nice. I don't remember what it was called though, but I saw that Blue Sue had done it and finished it, and it looked really good. So there's lots of that stuff. So yeah, that was the stitch. I made a mistake, so I will put this one. It's just pretty much the same color. Just gonna fudge it. But I actually haven't had to fudge very much on this one so far, except for if I probably make a mistake. Wait. Okay. Unless I make a mistake now, but no, it's fine. Let's see, where am I at? Oh, I spoke too soon, didn't I? Maybe. Oh, okay. Yeah, there was supposed to be one up here. Really? That seems weird. That seems off. Oh, just deal with it. Okay, well, spoke too soon. Mistakes galore. I don't even know what that was supposed to be. That was from last time. Yeah. We'll see. I think the rest of these are quite dark, so I'll just fill it in. Who cares, right? It was really interesting. I was watching Needlebug one time. I think I was checking out some sort of technique that she had. I don't remember exactly offhand. I think it was something that Joyce had recommended. And so I was looking at it. I was looking at her channel, and she was like, you know, it's one stitch. You just fudge it. I was like, whoa, if Needlebug says to fudge it, that's all the permission I need. Right? It's like, whoa, she says to fudge it. It's like, that's definitely permission. One more over. I'm just going to park this here. The other thing I like about this way of ending threads is that you're leaving a little bit there, and if you make a mistake, you can just pull it out. Most of the time, you can just pull it out. So that's really handy. That happened yesterday a couple times. I found that very handy. Okay, so that one I'm leaving for now. Oh, okay. Yeah, my booty. 155. Oh, okay, I'm gonna take some water. I wish Joyce made more videos. I know, she's so good at it. Talk about somebody who teaches well. I wish Needlebug would post more. I'm gonna move this down just a tiny bit. Oh, because I just pretty much discovered her when she stopped posting. I was like, dang. Okay, 155. Oh, it's almost 7. Okay, so I think I'll do this as my last color, as it's 155. I mean, it's like it won't let me find it, because it's almost 7, and I probably should wake the kid up. Though he'll wake up when he wants to. He doesn't. He doesn't let me wake him up. Oh, that was really long. Yeah, it's needed. So I'll finish this last one, and then my nails are so weird. It's just like, it's freaky. I was honored to stitch on her pandemic. I heard you say that. I was like, oh man, that is something. Yeah. Definitely, that is an honor. I mean, I bet she doesn't feel like she's anything special, but she's good. Same with Joyce. Joyce is really good. Man, she's so smart. I was really impressed when Ellen was talking about all the languages she knows. I was like, dang, talk about just intelligence. I mean, I struggle. Well, no, I didn't struggle. I lie. I didn't struggle learning Swedish. I can't write it, but you know, that's another thing. That's my I have a form of writing dyslexia. I have the math and the writing. I can read though. So writing is really difficult, even in English. So that's why I use voice to text all the time, because it's just easier to say it. But like, I tried to learn Spanish, French, German. I failed all of them. But yeah, I was kind of forced to speak Swedish. I had to learn. But yeah, I was really impressed. She's super smart. Oh, some block stitching. Oh wait, I just tucked that in. And see, that one's like sitting in the middle of the grid. So I'm actually, it'll actually, I can cut it off, but it's running like this. So I'm gonna wait until I stitch some more. I didn't think that one through so great, but I'm gonna change needles too, because Needlebug channel was their first floss tube channel. Hi, Marin, welcome in. I think I want to say that the first one I looked at might have been Gemma. I was looking for a lot of different like techniques and stuff. There was another one that I watched before I started cross stitching again. what was her name? Decali or something. She used to have a Etsy shop. I actually bought some needle minders from her. And they're like, every day I use this. This was a free one that I got from her. And I use that one every day because I love it. It's perfect. And it's just a button, but it's just, yeah, good magnets, you know. Because it's small like that, it's easier for me to grab. I have a little bit of a dexterity problem when things are laying down. So that one is pretty perfect. This one also, it's small. It's a really strong magnet. And it's good too for ease of picking up. Hello, only found out you had a channel yesterday. I just started like last month or something, so I'm fairly new at it. I know your name from Yogi's stream, so I'm glad you're here. Welcome. You're in Japan, right? If I remember right. So far I'm streaming every day, but I am gonna miss tomorrow. I've decided that I'm gonna try to get Alex outside and maybe go to the park tomorrow with him, or like get me outside because I need to go outside. I haven't been out. I don't even know when the last time I went outside. So no, okay, Australia. No, you're right. You're right. Now I remember. Oh, yeah, you know you're right. I was in the general time zone. So welcome. Hopefully it's at a decent time for you. I started a little later tonight because I had to wait for Alex to come home first. But I'll generally be, and I think it's middle of the night for you. I'm in Central Europe. Well, I'm in Sweden, which is Central Europe. Let's see. I did this one. I should mark these. There we go. And this is where I was keeping track. Oh, yeah, see, this is where I messed up. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, well, yeah, I messed up. It's purple. We will just go with it. It's coming up at 1 a.m. Yeah. I've been going now it's 2.5 hours, but I usually start an hour earlier than that. So if you can count like 3.5 hours from now, that's usually about when I start. Though I'm not going to stream tomorrow. I decided because, yeah. I decided to try to get my kid to do something with me tomorrow. We'll see. See, that's wrong too. This is where I made that mistake. It's all purple anyway. It's like purple. But it's coming together. It's looking pretty good. Finally, some block stitching. And here. Okay. Excuse me. And then I am going to park down here because I'm lazy. There's only one stitch, but I'm lazy. I'm just gonna park it. There's more down lower. Actually, yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Oh, I can remove this one now. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I like kicked my Lizzie's. Let's see. Renee says the first floss tube I ever watched was Lizard Leah back when she was a teenager. It was fun to see her stitch in her sped up videos. And Lizzie said, I have enabled you. And bye. See you later, Sarah. Hey, Death. Wait, what? Death. Bye, Sarah. Why does that say death? Huh, weird. Marin says, Yogi's time is usually way too late for me. Usually 3. Yeah, I know. It's really late then. This time your streaming is much better for me. Oh, thank you. Well, as I said, I should be here every day. Oh, you know what? Is Melon still around? I don't think so. I haven't seen her talk. Nikki, can you, if I give you, let's see, where are you? Where is Nikki? Nikki, are you still here? Or Ebony? Ebony, can you get a link? Let's see. Wait, that's not the wrong button I was looking for. Wait, hold on. Don't want to ban anybody. Oh, there you are. Okay. Can you get a link for an invite for Discord and post it here? There, you're a lint minion now. There you go. Because Melon isn't around, so you're now a lint minion. Thank you. And if you don't want to, that's okay. I just was looking for somebody. Usually Fred does it, but I forgot to post the Discord when I started the stream tonight or today. So you should be a moderator now, so you can post a link. Yeah, there you go. If anybody else wants to be a moderator, let me know. I don't mind. I'm like, cool. Okay, so I'll do this last color because, yeah. 333. That's a great color, too. Oof, it's so pretty. Oh, there's a little invite button. So when you go to the Discord group, look at the top by the name. You want to be one. Okay, yeah. Look at the top and there's like it looks like people. And it says, I think there's a plus. Just click that and you can do it. Okay, here you go. Let's see. You can be a moderator too, Lizzie. It's pretty much just do links, make sure nobody acts up. You know, there's not really say hi to people. What you do, you say, there you go. Okay, and because I can't do it. I don't have there, and I can pin it. I can pin it, but I can't because I'm on the laptop, and I'd have to open YouTube. I'd have to open Discord and then YouTube on the tablet, and I'm using my phone, so it's I usually do it before I start the stream, but I forgot today because I was so late. So thank you very much for doing that. I'm still surprised that Yogi has no moderators, and she's so lucky that nobody has given her trouble. She's really lucky. I know how people are. I'm not taking chances. Thanks, Nikki. And really, there's no there's no real job, but it just means that you guys can post links and you can also kick people if somebody is not nice. I usually will do some like feathering, and I didn't do that. So I am doing a little bit. It should be fine though. I think it's good that I only work on this once a week. This is really rough on my eyes. I'm like, hardly can see. It's too bad. I really wanted to try the 25 count. And I will say, if you have access to DMC 25 count, it is so nice. I just wish I could see better. Definitely is top quality. Ungridded, of course. That was just a great, it's just so nice. It's really funny because like I have 20 count DMC, and it's really, it's soft and nice and everything. But the 18 count DMC was strange. I mean, it's really nice, but it's super cushy and like odd. Okay, so now I'm gonna park this. This thread can be removed. This one right here is good to go. Let me just park this real quick. Maybe. There. Oh, nice. Okay, I also did a little bubble. Where was that? Here. There. I parked that. And bucket. I love the bucket. Okay, let me cut this off. I didn't start a... Wrenches are more powerful mods than shields. I agree. Yeah, it's weird. You get... it depends on what you look at. If you're on a phone, I think it's wrenches. If you're on a laptop, it's shield. Because it shields for me. I see shields. But yeah. But so I got sidetracked. But Mirren, if you join our Discord, then you can... I usually will post when I'm getting ready to go live. Or if I can't go live, then I also will post there. Or if I'm running late, like I was today. So, see, I can remove all these now, I think. I'm just... Well, and what I've noticed is they actually hold really well in the... My scissors are upside down. They hold really well in the fabric, too. There we go. I think I'll leave a little bit more there. Oh, getting hoarse. It's that time of the day. My allergy pills have worn off. And I don't remember. See, I don't remember that one, so I'm gonna leave that. But if I consider how I do it, if I consider doing it this way, then by the time I get here, I'll know that I've finished those. That's kind of good. So there, I only did 2 blocks. That took forever. Seriously. Up there, down here. I think I'll go up here. So anyway, I think I'm gonna go and let's see, wrenches are more. Oh wait, let's see. Shield for mobs seem everywhere now. Seem to be everywhere. I miss the wrenches. Oh yeah, okay. Wrenches are more powerful mods than shields. I agree. Now I'm just a nobody. Aw. I'm on the phone and it's Shield. Shield's on my laptop also. Okay. You're always somebody. And are you going live later tonight? It's something I try to tell myself. It doesn't always work. Yeah, I know. That's how I feel also. And I can't see your guys' lives because it's way too late for me. But that's okay. I try to watch them in the morning. But I see you here and at Yogi, so, you know, I still get to see you. Looks messy. It's okay. It's just the threads are like really, they're wiggly. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing icicles like Chris does. Like these ones, I'm going to icicle them and then they'll be out of the way. Maybe. We'll see. That is... Yeah, that's an end. Okay, well, I gotta go and make some food. So, thank you for being here, and I really enjoyed all our discussions and everything. It's so fun. And Busy Mom, I'm not sure because we may have dinner date and the girls are having their ballet friends over. Aw, that's cool. Yeah, so hopefully I'll see you all later. And yeah, and then tomorrow I think we'll skip tomorrow so that unless Yogi doesn't do a members only, but we'll know and we'll talk on Discord and post your pictures and everything. And yeah, so I'll see you all later. Thanks for being here. Love you all. You're the best. Don't tell Alex that because he thinks he's the best. Bye for now. Let me see if I can find the end button.